Hi everyone, welcome to my next podcast. This is the third installment of the series, and welcome my special guest, Tranisha.
Or Nina the Amazon, whatever you want to call me.
And this is my cousin, and I've known her since birth. So there you go.
Yes.
Yes, woo-hoo-hoo. So let's get into this thing. So today, our topic of choice is dating. And you all know there's some good dates and some bad dates and some okay days, especially in today's world. So if you don't mind starting, Nisha.
Okay. So I will start off with a great date. So my greatest date was with this guy I had been knowing for a while, and he actually picked me up and he planned us a date, and he had a huge pickup truck, like a F-150. So he actually took me out into the country and we stargazed and we ate food in the back of his pickup truck in the bed, and it was really nice. It was probably one of the most memorable dates I've had in a while, just because we stargazed.
Oh, that is so sweet.
It was so special.
I've always wanted to go stargazing.
It was really special. That it's the effort. It doesn't even matter about the money or the materialistic thing of it. It's the whole effort of the date, because I'm good with picnics.
Right.
As long as you put effort into it.
Exactly.
I'd rather have that than like a $100 steak.
Me too.
So.
Me too. Like, for me, money doesn't mean a thing. Do I want my guy to be employed? Yes. But outside of that, as far as dating, like, he doesn't even have to spend money on the date. Like you said, as long as it's just, the effort that I can tell he's put thought behind it.
Right.
It made it special. And also if he includes, something that I'm interested in, or both of us interested in, that lets me know that he's been listening.
Exactly.
Up until the date. So I'll talk about one of my good dates, which we went to the movies, and then we were supposed to eat beforehand and walk on the river beforehand. But since I'm like really slow at getting ready, it was too late to do all that. So we went to the movies, and he still was going to, let me eat at the movies, even though we were probably going to miss the movie or be late for the movie. He just wanted me to eat, and I was like, no, that's okay.
No.
And then we saw a movie about music, because that's something we both enjoy. And then after that, we just drove around. When you enjoy someone's company, and so that's always a favorite thing for me, just to drive around, and especially at night, and listen to music. And then after that, he dropped me off, and that's when I had like our first kiss, which was I think on the second date. Anyway, something simple or laid back, and just something that you and that other person can just talk and get to know each other and just discuss music and things like that, but not like a lot of money involved. See, that was like one of my really good dates I enjoyed. So it's not always about money.
It's not when you're messing with a real woman. You messing with a gold digger, yeah, she gonna want that $100 steak. She gonna want the lobster. She gonna want the moet and everything. We mess with a real woman with character and integrity. They're gonna want just somebody to show effort, So that was really special.
Exactly.
That was.
I love that for us. So moving on to
a terrible day.
One that wasn't as good as the ones we mentioned.
So I have 3 bad dates. I'll start with the first one. So the first one was this guy I met, and he was wealthy. He had money, had his own business, so he took me out to eat. We went to a restaurant, and it was a nice restaurant. But this is what made it terrible. It's because he talked about his money, he talked about his cars, he talked about his business the whole date. And I asked him about hobbies, things he was passionate about, and everything revolved around money. I didn't like that. If that's all you have to bring to the table, that means you really don't think much of yourself. You think money defines you, and you let that be like a level of success for you. Also, he treated our waitress like crap. He was snapping.
Oh no.
Oh my God. Every time she came to the table, I had to apologize. And I'm like, why are you talking to her like that? She has control over our food. She can do something to our food before she even brings it out.
Exactly.
So that was a terrible date. I went on one date. I didn't even finish my food. I ate probably a fourth of my food and asked for a to-go box, and I just dipped.
You were disgusted at that point.
Yeah, that's so rude. And I told him, why would you do that to somebody? I feel like if you can't treat the wait staff like you would treat the CEO, you have a bad character. Just terrible. And that's just people I don't mess with.
And that shows also how he's probably, how he'll treat you in the future, how he treats his family or his mom, people in general.
And then, he was taking pictures and sending pictures of his pay stub and check stub. I don't care about that. I'm not getting it, so why do I care?
Right.
Remember I told him, I was like, as coming from a real woman, you're setting yourself up to run across a gold digger that's going to play her part and have a facade on just to get your money.
Exactly.
You need to stop showing off your money.
That's all he can bring to the table, apparently. And he was overcompensating for, I guess, lack of whatever he's hiding. So
lack of a good package.
Yeah.
That's what I equate that to.
Probably very true. But yeah, that's two things I would not stand for on a date or just dating someone in general. Arrogance, that's number one thing on my list to avoid when you're going on a date or just getting to know someone. I do not like arrogance at all. Egos, there's no room for it. Just be real. And then also the rudeness to the waiter.
Yeah, because I've been in that position where I was coming out, especially coming out of high school, and you have to work those type of jobs that's not paying a lot, and you run across those type of people. And so for me, it just gave me flashbacks of when I was coming out of school and working those jobs that I didn't make a lot of money, and I had those rude people. And so to be associated with those kind of people that caused me hell at work, I just,
Brought you back to that time.
Yeah, I was like, no, I cannot.
No, I understand.
So
what about? I had to go through that.
What about a bad date for you?
A bad day for me. So I wouldn't call this extremely bad, but I did go to the movies with another person some time ago, and after the movies, we text some before this first date, and then afterwards he walked me to my car, and then he leaned in, and I kind of did this I don't want to say curved him, but I guess that's the definition or the term. I was like, skirt, what are you doing? And I would have allowed him to do the cheek or a hug or something, but I guess I'm old school and I wasn't ready to kiss.
It was too
I don't
fast.
Really know you.
And then we didn't even get to know each other because we're in a movie. So it was different.
Exactly. We didn't even go to eat afterwards or go walking or something. But anyway, I don't down the people who do kiss on the first date, but I'm just old school, whatever. So I guess that made him upset. He was like, oh, damn. I mean, and just walked away to his car.
You thought a $12 movie ticket equated to you getting a kiss from me.
Yeah, and that was a while ago, so it probably was an $8 ticket or something.
You see what I'm saying, girl?
And,
baby.
Yeah.
And I could have bought my own movie ticket.
Exactly. And we didn't even communicate anymore after that. And it's I wasn't upset, but apparently he was.
Because he had one thing on his mind. He wanted one thing.
Yeah.
And when men do stuff like that, it used to bother me, but then I had to realize, do I want somebody that's just playing a part to try to get something from me?
Exactly.
Or do I want them to just go ahead and show me their true character so I won't miss out?
Yeah.
Or I won't be...
Or waste your time.
That. Because we can't get that back, baby.
Exactly. You can't get time back at all. And that's always in the back of my mind. And I hate that you're just thinking, is this guy being nice and doing all these things to get one thing? Because a lot of people in general will go out of their way to just, have sex with the person. Like, will buy you, like you said, $100 steaks, and might even take you like on a trip or out of town, just to try to get some.
We'll see girls say get flued out.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Don't fly me out, baby, because you're going to be highly disappointed, sweetheart. You're going to be very disappointed.
Yeah, you still won't get it, even if I get food out. So. I enjoyed the free ride, but no, I'm sorry. It has to be genuine.
And then, just going a little bit off topic, a lot of guys, they don't understand why women feel the way that they feel when meeting a man. It's not that we're bringing trauma from a previous experience to a man, but it's just us having caution because we know that what we've dealt with in the past. It doesn't have to do with trauma, or it's not us punishing the new guy. It's us having caution of what we've dealt with in the past.
Yeah, or being an angry black woman.
Right.
So I'm glad you brought that up, because I knew some people would be like, oh, see, they're already bringing it to the next day with negativity. No, it's just being cautious. And you know how this world is, women, we have to be cautious. And you guys, some of you do too. So
speaking of that leads to another bad day of caution. So this guy, he takes me on another good restaurant, and it's an expensive restaurant. And he's buying Moet, and he's popping bottles and all this stuff. I'm like, I'm good. I don't drink a lot on dates anyway, because I feel like it's an ulterior motive there. Like, if it's not somebody I know, like a girlfriend or a family member, like, I'm not gonna just be drinking on a date, especially on a first date or a second date with the guy I just met, because I feel like it's an ulterior motive there.
Exactly.
Speaking of that, so at the end of the night, I had probably 2 glasses of Moet. That's it. And we go, and he drops me back off at my apartment, and we go to hug, and boom, we're in the car, and he tries to force himself on me.
Oh, goodness.
Like, I'm not saying like try to kiss and I curve. I'm talking about like a full-fledged, like, I'm finna kiss you, I'm finna rub on you. And like, we were really in the real deal in the car, like struggling and tussling, like, for real.
Goodness.
So like, at that moment, that made me realize that, and I hate guns, but just having a man try to assert himself over me and use that dominance over me and that strength over me, that I don't know, it was like a trigger. It's something I feel like will stick with me for the rest of my life, that a man feels like he can assert that kind of dominance on me. And that goes back to women need to have more caution when going on dates, because I would have never thought this guy would have did that.
Exactly. You never know.
Like, I had the real deal, like, use all my real force to, like, shove him off of me, and I jumped out the car, and that was the last thing I heard of him.
Oh, my goodness. So did you have your own car, and that's how you got back home? Or?
No, he actually came and picked me up, because, like, this wasn't our first or second date. Like, the other dates, it was really good dates. So he came and he picked me up, and I was like, okay, that's cool. He can pick me up. Right. And he goes to drop me back off at home, and we go to say goodnight. And I don't know if he couldn't control himself or whatever the case might be, but he just like, I'm going for it. I'm finna take it. If that's what I gotta do, that's what I gotta do. But that's something that really stuck with me.
I'm glad you got out of that safely, because in a lot of cases it doesn't end up that way.
It doesn't.
Sadly. But that was a really terrible day. Oh my goodness. The wine part, not the almost rape part, oh my goodness. But the wine part brings me to another date that I had that wasn't like bad. It just was kind of weird. So it was this guy. I'm thinking he's around my age to start off, but we're wearing masks and everything, so we're like fooled when we go on the date. So this guy, the first time I see him, I noticed that he's older. So he looks like he's in his 50s. And he has a ponytail, which I thought, well, he was just this younger guy, and he was like small, like his frame was small, which makes a guy look younger as well. And then he was like, you know what, I'm gonna bring my favorite wine. And so we went to brunch, and he was like, yeah, just to celebrate, you know, your birthday, I'm gonna bring some wine. And anyway, he was like, hey, when we sat down, do you know how to tie a ponytail? He literally gave me his ponytail holder and wanted me to braid his hair up at the table. And I'm like,
hey, that's bad hygiene, because we're
I
at a
know.
restaurant and you're dealing with
know.
hair. Like,
I know. And I'm like, and this is like kind of nice, you know, brunch place.
Mhm.
And so, you know, I put the little thing on, and I was like, you know what, I need to wash my hands. And anyway, so we had brunch, and then I was like, what do you do? And he was like, I'm a lawyer. I was like, okay, tell me more about like what got you into it and all that. He was like, oh yeah, it's just something I do, whatever. And like not making eye contact or anything, and like looking around, like constantly looking around, and then asked the waitress if she wanted some wine too. And I was like, okay, this is weird. And like some of the things he was saying was kind of weird throughout the night. Well, not the night, throughout breakfast. And I was like, okay, let's get up out of here. Well, he said something about his place, but was like throwing it out there, but not like was inviting me, but like just putting it out there. And I was like, okay, well, you have a good rest of the day. And then later on, he texted me and stuff, and it was just, he wouldn't stop texting me, like for weeks or months after that. And I was like, I'm glad it stopped now, because I blocked. But that's another thing.
I've had an encounter with an older man too. And you know, you said that he was asking the waitress, do she want wine? My guy did the same thing.
Oh my goodness.
He was trying to
Was it
buy.
the same guy?
No, it was another guy. It was an older guy, like older,
Okay.
like
Oh.
47. And you
This
know,
guy was that age or older. Was he a lawyer?
no, he wasn't a lawyer. Okay,
Uh-oh.
he wasn't a lawyer. Thank God.
Oh my goodness.
But like we were at a lounge, like a hookah lounge, and he's buying drinks again. You know, I don't do the multiple drinks. I caution myself on that. So the girl who was giving us our drinks, he was like, "Oh, you want me to buy you a drink?" I looked.
What?
Why? She was like, "No, I'm on a clock right now. I can't drink." I was like, "Why would you try to buy her a drink?" I don't know. I just felt like that was so sketchy. Like,
Yeah, it was.
are you slick flirting with her in my face? Like,
exactly. That's what.
are
it
you
feels
trying to
like.
show her that you have money like that? So, yep, that was it.
Yeah. Why is he offering another
lady in my.
You are all in date. Okay.
I guess he figured I was young and I'd be cool with it, but I was
Yeah.
just
No.
bad date
You're
again.
not that type of woman, so negative. Oh goodness.
And another one. This is my last one. This is my last one.
Hopefully it's the last one in life.
I hope so. So I'll go out with this guy, and you know he's a little heavier. So you know, people tell me to date outside the norm because you just never know. So I don't judge people by their cover. I try to go out, give people a fair chance. But we were eating. And this guy, he finished his food. So I'm still working on my food because, you know, I'm a woman. I eat slower. And as I'm talking, and, you know, I was eating catfish and some fries and some hush puppies. And I bit my hush puppy. And so I had my hand, and I was chewing it and I swallowed it. He asked me a question. While I was I don't know if the hush puppy looked good in my hand, but while I was talking, he interrupted me mid-sentence and was like, "Can I have that other hush puppy?" Sir? What, sir? Like, I haven't even really dug into my plate like this. Like, I was like, yeah, that's fine. You can get it. So I was finna get a napkin to, like, hand it to him, or, like, you know, silverware. He reaches over, sticks his hand on my plate, boop, grab the hush puppy. Oh, my God.
Where's his food?
So after that, I didn't trip about it. 5 minutes into it, I guess the hush puppy was hidden. I don't know. He starts eating my fries out my plate while I'm talking. At this point, I'm real ticky about that. Like, don't keep sticking your hand in my food. Like, I'm eating. Like, this is the first date. Like, why would you do that? So after that, after he still kept sticking his hand in my food with them fries, baby, he can have the whole plate. I'm done eating.
That's right.
I was so disappointed.
What happened to his food?
He had devoured it. He had devoured it quickly. And I was like, you know what?
Oh my goodness. No.
That's it for me, man. That's it.
That is it. Oh my goodness.
So.
Well, that was hilarious.
He devoured.
Yeah.
That
That was terrible.
Then I was like, let's go walk downtown. And downtown they have like a little hill. You walk up the hill and it's like zigzag steps. And up there it's like benches and like a little park you can sit down. Or some people go up there, feed the birds or whatever. So I was like looking up the stairs because I wanted to go up the stairs after the date. He was like, don't look up there because I ain't walking up all those steps.
Oh my goodness.
Sir, what are we finna do then? Just walk
my goodness.
on the straight path? And I was like, you know what? Yeah, I don't think I'm about that life far as dating a heavier man.
No, I'm sorry, guy, but you were just doing a little too much.
He was doing a lot. And then we walked probably like 3 minutes, and he was like, "Ooh, I'm tired. We need to sit down at the bench on this bench." Sir, we just started walking. We just walked across the train tracks. That's all we did. And I was like,
oh my goodness.
I was just so disappointed. I was just so disappointed.
Oh my goodness. I'm disappointed for you.
And it's not that I knock curvy people, because you know I'm a curvy girl, so that's not the
Curvy
issue.
girls.
But if I will go walking, I will go doing adventurous things if a man wants to take me. I'm not going to use my weight as a hindrance on not being able to do certain things. It's just not me. Or even if I can't do it, I'm going to attempt to do it, you know. But just to tell your date, like, we not walk, don't look up there because we not walking up there.
Preparing you.
And he was preparing me, like, don't even ask, don't even walk that way, baby, because we're not going up there.
No, that just started the, the whole thing. That's like the precipice of how you guys will continue if you continue dating him. So, I'm glad you nipped that one in the bud.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh my goodness. Well, that was hilarious and entertaining.
Yes.
Yeah. So I guess if you don't have any more dates to tell.
I don't. I think that was it.
Yeah. Well, I would like to wrap this up by saying, do's and don'ts on dates.
Don't eat your date food.
And if your date wants to go, walking, look at something beautiful, like on the river or something, don't you dare even look over there because I'm too tired to go.
Like, sir, the date just started. The walk just started. I can see we had walked a mile or something. We walked for like 3 minutes.
Oh my goodness.
I was appalled. I was appalled.
I'm clenching my pearls for you.
Clenching my choker.
I know. Oh my goodness, that's hilarious. I can't stop. But anyway, dudes, pay attention to your lady. And you guys can do something you both enjoy. Or you can do something that she enjoys. And then right after, you can do something that you enjoy.
Because it doesn't always have to be about the woman. Like, you as a man are on the date as well.
Exactly.
So if you have a good quality woman, she's going to want to do things that incorporates both you and her.
Yeah. And like, to me, it doesn't matter the activity as long as I'm with the person that I like and I enjoy. Anything will be fun.
Exactly.
You can be at home chilling on the couch. That's fun to me. As long as I like the person, I don't care. So
that's how I am too. But the Netflix and chill.
Yeah, not that kind. Literally watching movies only on the couch.
Yeah, bring over a pizza. Let's watch movies. I'll supply the wine or something.
Yeah,
but
I literally brought it. That makes me think of another day. Bye. I know I'm supposed to end this, but this guy from New York, so he invited me over. I think this is our second or third date, and I should never have went over so early anyway. But like, back then I'm like this really innocent, like la 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 girl that like what I really tell a guy I really mean. So I'm thinking he really like understands that we're about to watch a movie. Like I literally told him, you look like Richard Gere from Pretty Woman. I was like, have you seen Pretty Woman? He was like, no, I haven't. And I was like, I think he was like, let's watch it or something. I was like, cool, let's watch it. Like, I really just want to watch the movie, and that's it. So we went over there. He already like, and all that, and I'm like, yeah. And then after that, I was like, no, thank you. I thought we were going to watch the movie. Like, I literally said, let's watch the movie. And he said, are you one of those girls that like get a guy riled up and then just like laugh it off afterwards, like you got the guy hot? Like, is that something you
like
do?
A tease?
Yeah. And that's what he was calling me, and I said no. I was really honest and upfront and said we were coming to watch a movie.
Right.
He was like, well, I don't believe that for 1 second. When people say that, they know it's about to go down at the house. And I'm like, so everyone else just lies? I'm sorry. So after that, I've been more cautious about going over guys'
I've been
house.
definitely cautious of that Netflix and chill stuff, where guys like, oh, you want to come watch a movie, or can I watch a movie? And I'm automatically like, okay, nothing ain't gonna happen. I'm letting you know now. So if you come over and you have expectations,
they still like, oh, it's still about to go down. I don't care what she just saying that.
Okay.
So now I don't even do that anymore. Yeah. Unless I'm like super cool with this person. Yep. That's the only
comfortability.
Yeah. So.
Yep.
Yeah. So I just thought that was an important point to bring up. So anyway.
Oh, I hate that tease word. You a tease. How am I a tease? I look how I look.
How do I have control over how you're
feeling? Your hormones. Sir, you should have did something before you came on this date to control your hormones. I didn't.
Exactly.
No, I'm not
sorry.
tease.
It's not me. It's you.
Yeah. Literally just you.
It's you. But anyways, thank you for coming.
No problem. This was fun.
I know. We need to toast. Yes.
I'm almost done, but yeah.
Me too. I need to fill up. But anyways, tell them where the people can find you.
Okay, so you guys can find me on Nina.the.Amazon. That's at Instagram. And then on Facebook, it's the same thing, Nina the Amazon. You know, I'm trying to get out here in this world.
Yes.
Make a little coins.
She's also a model and talented in the music genres. All those things of nature. Yeah, and we're both wanting to move to Cali someday, because you guys know I love my music, and I also love, I would think I would like to be a model, or is it just I just want the clothes? I don't know. I think it'll be fun though.
I just like the whole want to be on top. Like I like that whole.
Dun, 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 dun. Want to be on top.
Okay. We just broke out of the whole thing.
I know. Oh my goodness. But anyways, guys, you know you can find me on Instagram at music_by_Brit, BRIT. And thank you for coming back to see us.
Bye.
And I'll see you in the next one.